The tennis world was still processing the shockwaves of Alex Eala's historic DC Open victory. A 21-year-old from the Philippines had just dismantled world number 3 Jessica Pegula in straight sets. She had won her first WTA Tour title. She had climbed to a career-high ranking of world number 20. The Philippines was celebrating like never before. But then, Jessica Pegula spoke. The world number 3, the top seed, the woman who had just lost the final, didn't make excuses. She didn't complain about the crowd. She didn't downplay Eala's achievement. Instead, she revealed something that left fans in tears. She called Alex Eala the future of the tour and said she was already here. The words were not just praise. They were validation. They were an acknowledgement that Eala had arrived, that she was not just a rising star, but a force to be reckoned with, that she belonged among the world's elite. It's going to be a battle, Pegula said before the match. Alex, I'm a big fan of her. She's the future of the tour, and she's already here. The tennis world was speechless. Filipino fans were overwhelmed with emotion. And Alex Eala, the 21-year-old from Quezon City, had just received the ultimate endorsement from one of the best players in the world. This is the story of what Jessica Pegula revealed about Alex Eala and the DC Open, and why it left fans in tears. Pegula had been watching Eala's rise for months. She had experienced the Eala mania phenomenon firsthand at the 2025 Miami Open, when she faced the Filipina in the semifinals and was completely caught off guard by the overwhelming Filipino support. This was before people knew her as much. I'm an American. I'm in Miami. We're in the semis. I live in South Florida. I was just like, who are these people? What is going on? Where did all these fans come from? I don't understand what's happening, Pegula recalled, laughing. But what shocked Pegula even more was how much the phenomenon had grown since then. I remember in Dubai I could hear it from my hotel room because it's very close to the courts, she said. Pegula acknowledged that Eala's popularity had become so massive that she was forced to play on bigger courts at every tournament. I think it's awesome for the sport, Pegula said. She's able to draw these crowds, and she's not even a top 5 player yet. I've seen it at all the tournaments we've been at this year. She's usually on a bigger court because they have to put her on a bigger court. Usually you hear the crowd from every single court around her. The words were a stunning admission from the world number 3. A player who had been at the top of the sport for years was openly acknowledging that a 21-year-old from the Philippines had become the biggest draw in women's tennis. Pegula didn't stop at acknowledging Eala's popularity. She went deeper. She talked about what made Eala a special player, both on and off the court. On the court, Pegula revealed that Eala's left-handed serve was one of the most difficult shots to face on tour. I think it helps that she's a lefty. Lefties can get away with a little bit more because we're just not used to seeing the ball come that direction as often, Pegula explained. With her specifically, it stays so low. It's hard to attack. The ball is kind of below the net, and you're having to hit up on it. Anytime you have to do that, it can be really tricky, she added. She admitted that Eala's game had forced her to reconsider her strategy in Miami. I remember in Miami, I just didn't know. Should I go for it more and risk giving her free points? Or do I just start the point? You really have to use your legs, get up, and trust it. But it was Pegula's words about Eala's growth that truly moved fans. She revealed that she had been watching Eala closely since their Miami meeting and had seen the Filipina transform into a complete player. Everyone has a little more of a grip on how she plays now. I think I'll be a little more open-minded going in, Pegula said. I've been watching her ever since Miami, and she's gotten a lot better, more experienced, playing really good tennis. I think there are some things I'm going to try to implement. I'm not sure it's going to work, but there are definitely some things. And then came the words that brought fans to tears. It's going to be a battle. Alex, I'm a big fan of her. She's the future of the tour, and she's already here. Pegula also revealed how she planned to handle the hostile crowd in the final. I'm just going to do what I usually do, which is pretty much tune everybody out, she said. But then she added something that surprised everyone. She joked that she hoped her appearance on a podcast with Eala might help her gain some Filipino love. But maybe having her on our podcast, they'll be a little bit nicer to me. Maybe I gained a little bit of Filipino love. I'll try to use that to my advantage, she said. The humility and humor in her words revealed a champion who respected her opponent and understood the power of the phenomenon she was facing. I think any way to get people into tennis, I think it's really neat, Pegula said. Pegula's words set the stage for a final that would be remembered for years. She had called it a battle. She had called Eala the future of the tour. She had acknowledged that the Filipina was already here. And then, they played. The final was everything Pegula had predicted. Eala didn't just compete. She dominated. The scoreline read 6-3, 6-2. The match lasted just 79 minutes. Eala converted 4 of 8 break points. She won 63.3% of the points on her first serve. She committed only 16 unforced errors while forcing Pegula into 28. After the match, Pegula was gracious in defeat. She didn't make excuses. She didn't complain. She acknowledged that Eala had been simply better. She's the future of the tour, Pegula had said before the match. And after the match, it was clear that the future had arrived. Jessica Pegula's words about Alex Eala were more than just praise. They were a testament to the journey that Eala had undertaken. From the cracked courts of Quezon City to the biggest stages in the world. From a 13-year-old girl alone in Spain to a national hero celebrated by presidents and adored by millions. From being told she couldn't do it to standing on the brink of history. Eala had defied every expectation, and the world number 3 had acknowledged it. I'm a big fan of her. She's the future of the tour, and she's already here. The words brought fans to tears because they were validation. Validation of everything Eala had sacrificed. Validation of everything she had achieved. Validation of the dream that she had been chasing since she was a little girl on the cracked courts of Quezon City. And the best part? She's just getting started. Laban Lang. Always. And remember, on RallyVerse, we bring you the stories that define the sport, the drama, the emotions, the moments that change everything. Stay tuned for more.